I'm very pleased to indicate that the Prime Minister has given me the honor to announce that Jimmy Cliff will be accorded an official funeral.
I'm gonna get my share right now. What's mine?
Having a financial background, I want to know a simple question. Are you going to ensure the funding is in place? And now you're coming back and personalizing it in a totally unnecessary way.
Let me repeat. The member is saying that his position is that he would not release the $150 million unless he knew where the $200 million was coming from. That's what he said. That's in a time of crisis. 150 is what we need for 2 months to get January morning, February morning, restoration as against May, June. If anybody can question that in Jamaica today with what we are going through, then they are wicked people.
And then the harder they come, harder they fall.
Alright, so welcome again to all my viewers. Special big up to all my subscribers. If you're tuned to this one for the first time, please I'm asking you to click the subscribe link. And before we go no further, we have to send condolences to Jimmy Cliff family, him wife, him kids. Yeah man, R.I.P. to the legend. Jimmy Cliff has now crossover at the age of 81. It is said that Jimmy Cliff has stated to his wife to let the government know that he wanted a special funeral. And viewers, the government is going to grant Jimmy Cliff that funeral. Have this video I'm going to share with you. But before I share this video with your viewers, I saw this post where it said the government is lending JPS $150 million to restore Jamaica called the Western Side Mashup Bad. And I have this video with both Daryl and the Minister of the Opposition, Mark Golin. Yeah, man, viewers. I'm not even going to talk about this, I'm just going to share that video. But before I share this video, if you reach this far in the video and have liked this one as yet, please to do so. If you haven't subscribed as yet, please to do so.
The context of your presentation in relation to the JPS situation is that the license expires, I think is it July 2027. Notice has been given, triggering the consequences of license termination. Jamaica has roughly 20% of the equity in JPS. The funding gap, based on the recently done work to do the restoration of the grid, including substations, transmission posts, etc., distribution lines, is around $350 million US. So our 20%, if you're looking at us as a shareholder, our 20% would be 70 million. But we are actually taking the risk of lending an unsecured loan to JPS of 150 million, which is twice the proportion of the equity that we hold in the business. So unsecured is you have the collateral to seize. You're relying on a mechanism to get it back, which I'm going to speak to in a second. So my question to you is, first of all, the other 200 million, which is currently not funded, but which is necessary to achieve the timelines that you have indicated for restoration, what is the assurance that that 200 million will be raised on a timely basis so as to enable the necessary expenditures to be made by JPS to hit the targets, which are presumably fairly aggressive targets given the extent of the damage to the grid and so on? What level of confidence do you have that that 200 million will be raised by them? And What is the time frame that it has to be raised by for that target to be met? I'd like to know the time frame for that. So I'll summarize. One is the timeline for JPS to fund the 200 million gap, and whether you would ensure that that funding is in place before you expose our $150 million.
Let me indicate very clearly for all of Jamaica to hear. The meeting that we had yesterday morning, where the Minister of Finance and the Financial Secretary was there, we ironed out a way forward, realizing the seriousness and the time-sensitive nature of this response. So the first answer to your question is that this government is prepared on behalf of the people of Jamaica to release the $150 million in whatever tranches are required as quickly as possible to get the restoration going. And that's the difference between a caring government and somebody who has a financial background. The people want light. Okay? So let me just make that clear.
Point of order, Minister.
Point of order.
Minister, point of order.
His feet, talking. The minister is standing on his feet, talking into the mic. You don't need to personalize your response. You don't need to get hot under the collar. It's a legitimate question I'm asking, and I'm just so don't bother about having a financial background. I want to know a simple question: are you going to ensure the funding is in place? And now you're coming back and personalizing it in a totally unnecessary way.
Let me repeat. Let me repeat. The member is saying that his position is that he would not release the $150 million unless he knew where the $200 million was coming from. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. Hansard is there. Hansard is there. Hansard is there. Hansard is there. And I am telling you.
Minister, please.
Let me just say it again. Based on the meeting that took place yesterday, we are confident, based on the meeting that had the representative of the Ministry of Finance at the highest level, the Minister and the Financial Secretary, you can't go any higher, that we are prepared to release the $150 billion tonight if it means that the people are going to get back light sooner than later. You are a wicked and a wicked and evil. Bad mind don't go on yet from September 3rd.
Members.
Wicked and evil. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Minister, hold. Members. Members from the opposition side.
You are an uncaring set.
If you
You're
do,
a heartless set.
if
You're
you do not allow the minister to continue, then we will have to go to something else. Please. You do not have the floor. Member from St. Catherine North Central, you do not have the floor.
Mr. Speaker.
You will find out in short.
Mr. Speaker.
Go ahead, Minister.
The $150 million that the government is prepared to release as soon as the documentation is in place, which will be no later than a matter of hours to a day, because of the urgency, is specific for restoration over 2 months, December and January. That $150 billion is ring-fenced to deal with a restoration program that will take care of Jamaica, not only some parishes. And if you are going to tell me that there are people in this house that would question a government in a crisis like this to hold $150 million that we have availability now, to find out about $200 million, which can take another month or 6 weeks, Our money is secured whichever way it goes. We are a responsible government and we have taken a responsible decision, a caring decision, an argument done.
The harder they come, harder they fall.
This morning because she had a lot to say about Jimmy. He left specific instructions how he wanted Jamaica to say farewell to him. And those details will be announced at a later date, but I'm very pleased to indicate that the Prime Minister has given me the honor to announce that Jimmy Cliff will be accorded an official funeral.
Jimmy Cliff has taken his final bow, but his voice will continue to echo in dance halls and churches and quiet moments of reflection. His life reminds us that Jamaica's creativity is indeed world-class and that our stories, told in our language, our rhythm, are powerful enough to move the world. May his soul rest in peace, and may perpetual light shine upon him, and may we, the living, honor his legacy by building a wonderful world of beautiful people that is sung so often imagined. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Madam Speaker.
So we reach the end of this video, viewers. Feel free to state your thought. And remember, please to subscribe. Big up.
The harder they come, harder they fall.
On the Views.